It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Saints and the reigning AFC champs on Thursday night.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Brandon Wilson to return it. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Back to throw, Darnold. He'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. Now it's Wilson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Darnold. And this is incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Adam Troutman, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Darnold now to throw. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Henry. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Again to Henry. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The return man, Wilson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards. They go play action now. Jackson, they'll roll him out right. It's complete to Brown, right side. Touchdown! Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a close-strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And a nice stiff arm. It opens room to run. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara.
His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Let's go!
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. This will be caught by Brown. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked there by Nick Nelson, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our 1st half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the 1st half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the 1st half.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry able to fight through 1 tackle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They go play action with Jackson. Steps away. That's going to be caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front.
As you know, I love the players of the past, but the players of the present and their mobility to move around and play quarterback, we just saw the end result of a guy that can shake it and find the guy open downfield.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Wilson now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help. And I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score. And sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. Now Darnold.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air again, Darnold.
Open man is the tight end, Troutman.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second and very short, Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 38-yard line. To throw is Darnold. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take it.
Come on, let's go!
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we're at half. So he comes out of nowhere. He's got this handlebar mustache, greasy hair. And he says, would you rather eat a jar of mayonnaise or 3 sticks of butter? And I look, well, all right, never mind. Third quarter action now. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now it's Darnold.
And Darnold going to be intercepted for the third time.
Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end. Was looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
Play action. It's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown.
For this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number one.
It should be number one, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The target that time, Michael Thomas. And it's second down. Here's Darnold. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
95 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
A first down throw, Darnold. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, Kamara. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 30. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off of play action, Darnold.
He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy was going to catch it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Alvin Kamara,
his second touchdown of the night. And the Saints get a bit closer. Now he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other two-thirds, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
The return is Duvernay. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Henry again on second down.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. So the lanes continue to be there for Lamar Jackson to run that football. That his second touchdown run of the game.
You know what I would like? I'd like for us to be able to go into a defense's room after playing Lamar Jackson and watch the tape and see how much of a lane was really there and how much he created just through his talents. In any event, Lamar Jackson finds the end zone, doesn't he?
He always seems to, but that's a good point. We sometimes put blame on the defense. Maybe we just...
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Ravens are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Very short kick taken right at the 20.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Darnold. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 40.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
Here's Jackson.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
They'll run with Henry.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 54 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
And they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
And the Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the back flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there, and sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now it's Wilson. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. The best starting field position you could possibly have. First and goal from the 1.
Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The return man, Wilson. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Wilson now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold got a man and he hits him in stride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Darnold now to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
On 1st down, Darnold. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down. Odafe Owe came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Marcus Davenport. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
From just inside the 20, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Darnold. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Darnold. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown.